All right, looks like we're live. Want to thank everybody that's come in today. Let me see who we got in here so far. We had R2, R3, Rebel Rocker, Metalhead Hippie, Dan Beck. Mitch, of course, is with us, also in person. Francis, how are you? EJ's Guitars, how's it going? Lars, who's with us in person. Dan Beck. Andy Dion is with us. Rick Hefner. What else we got in here? Set up by Marshall. I've uploaded. So set up by Marshall saying, watching the video he sent me for two songs we recorded together. I have uploaded his solo drum tracks to my channel. Anyone and everyone can play along. 5:30. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, it just jumped on me. Janice is with us. Hey, Janice Dwight Bailey. Nice to see you. PJ Kobe, how are you? So, um, for those of you that don't know, yesterday afternoon, I got the news that we lost Bobby Lopes. Already, I'm losing it. Anyway, so I thought I'm not doing a gig tonight, so I thought, let's do a show and let's celebrate his life. And I did it on. I wanted to do it on YouTube because Bobby did touch a lot of people, and a lot of you are in here now. And so, and again, for those of you that don't know, Bobby has been in the hospital for about the last 3 months. He he got a case of COVID, and he had some previous medical conditions that made COVID very serious, and unfortunately, eventually, it took him. So, anyways, let me introduce who I have here. I've got Mitch Heyman here. I have Lars Guitars,
Hey,
and Dale Palmer. So we're just gonna, reminisce a little bit, talk about our memories with Bobby. I have some stuff that I'm gonna play, some videos and things that Bobby was involved with, and yeah. So let me just I'll start and then I'll pass it on to you guys. So it's the Bobby and I. It was really really strange because both Bobby and I were both sons of Portuguese immigrants. Now, why that's a big deal is because we both played in bands. We're both from Toronto, and we both played in bands in the Portuguese community. And we were playing festivals and clubs and all kinds of stuff. And I even used to buy my gear at a store that Bobby worked at. But incredibly enough, we never crossed paths. We ran like parallel lives, but we never crossed paths. But we knew all the same people. We played the same places. It was like a doppelganger. It was totally weird, right? And we discovered each other through YouTube. And Bobby was this subscriber to my channel, and we started talking, and we started finding out that we had this common history. I mean, so much so that our fathers worked together when they first came to Canada before we were born. Like, it's crazy how much we had in common. So um so we discovered all this after the fact. So sorry. Anyways, but we got together, We jammed. We were gonna do more stuff. We were writing songs together. He's, as you all know, he's a phenomenal drummer. He played on some of my stuff. He played on a lot of people's stuff. Everybody eventually got to know this amazing individual, his talent, his huge heart, and a massive loss. So that's it's yeah, it's crazy. We ran parallel lives, and 30 years after all that stuff, that's when we meet, and it's on YouTube. So it's a crazy it's a crazy situation. So, but I know we all have good memories and stories to share about Bobby. Um, so I'm going to pass it on to the guys in here, and I should say a couple of things before I pass it on. I was able to talk to Bobby a couple of times. He did phone me from the hospital, and those were fantastic conversations. The last thing Bobby wanted to talk about was about a situation. He All he wanted to talk about was gear, his drums. He was so happy he had his studio all set up, and he told me I'm the next. My song was the next one on his schedule that he was going to work on, and we were supposed to. We left off our last conversation with we're going to get together and we're going to have a barbecue this summer. That was the last thing we talked about. So, but I've only known Bobby about a year, but it seems like more than a year because of our common history. So, all right, I'm gonna pass it over to Mitch.
Yeah, I guess I've known Bobby about since I started messaging him maybe 6 months ago. And, when I got my Mac and I'm trying to do some stuff, do a background track and use my own. I'm using a drumming software, which it didn't work out good with GarageBand. He goes, and he listens. He goes, I know what he knew exactly what I needed. He made it for me. It was so much easier to follow, and he just had a heart of gold. I mean, he would bend over backwards to do anything for you, and he was just a gentle giant. I mean, he was a little guy, but he was a gentle giant. I mean, really, it's just very sad. But he was such a good person, and we had a lot of laughs. I
Yeah,
mean,
we had a lot of laughs.
we had a lot of laughs. Yeah,
We talk just about every day. TOY, Bobby's son. Yes, this is being recorded. Yes, so you can watch this later on. And so sorry for your loss, man. Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna be missed.
Oh yeah. He made a hell of an impact in the community, and I mean, I was fortunate enough to live in Toronto and hang out with them. But yeah, Larry, any stories you want to share?
Sure, sure. I met Bobby probably like you guys about a year ago within like this whole community. That's how we meet people, it seems like, and especially you guys up in Canada and we're down here in the States. It's pretty cool to be able to meet people all over the world. And yeah, like you said, before he got sick there, it was almost daily that we talked. So only knowing him for the last 6 months there, it was probably daily conversations to where you get to know someone pretty quick, and I mean, he'd leave, he'd go about his business in his house and talk to us. I mean, so it's and two writing songs, he liked the kind of music that I liked, and I could tell edgy guitars and stuff like that, and I was fortunate to be able to play on one of his tracks, which I could tell he grooved on that. I could tell when that came to life, I could tell all these tracks that he was doing at the end there that he was seeing his music come to life. So it's sad that it ended so quick.
Yeah, Dill, did you want to share any
Well,
story?
Yeah, well, I think all of us knew Bobby really through the YouTube guitar community. And he was always very active, supported all the channels, always just the nicest guy. Um, I, I never saw him make a bad comment or say things bad. And so it was always a very positive interaction whenever we had anything going on with Bobby. And I know him not just as a drummer, but he actually became a good guitar player. And
Yeah.
in fact, he kind of spurred on some gas. He bought a Mexican Stratocaster, and geez, that ended up causing Mitch to get one and
Just
Hack
like
to
his.
get one, and
Yeah, we all got them.
Larry didn't get a Mexican one, but he got a Strat,
Yeah,
and they're all white, just like Bobby's.
we all got split tracks because of Bobby. That's right.
So
Yeah.
we used to joke around with probably we're our own worst enemies, joking around about gear acquisition and talking about what gear we're going to get next and all that sort of thing.
Let me just say hello to a few more people that joined us. Headstock Garum. Welcome, Mark Tanner. Welcome. Yeah. Let's get caught up here. Gene Schmidt. Welcome. Steve Auger. Welcome. Jeff K. Welcome, everybody. And if anybody's got stories or things they want to share, just feel free to pop them in the chat. Hang on. Mitch, I got a troll. Zach Thong, welcome. Do you see it, Mitch?
Tiffy. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So
Limit.
to celebrate Bobby, I've got a few clips, of Bobby playing. The first one I want to show is actually something that he did with Larry. So, Larry, you want to tell us a little bit about this, Arthur?
Yeah, this is the one that basically he started showing me some of his music, and I said, hey, if you don't mind, I'd put some lyrics to that and a lead. And he's like, well, I was just messing around. It wasn't really just an idea that started. And I said, well, I'll take off with it. And that's just kind of how it kind of blossomed, I guess.
All right. So hopefully this will come through. I've never done this before in a live stream, but it works. So this is a track with Larry. This is called Arthur.
Show the
That was very cool. That was Arthur. So that was a Bobby song that Larry put some leads and a vocal on. Very, very cool. Very,
I
very
enjoyed
cool.
that one. Yeah, yeah.
So set up by Marshall. Mentioned the last song I recorded. Yeah, set up by Marshall. I'm going to be playing that one today because it's a beautiful song and he did an amazing job on it, and it really shows Bobby in a really good light, nice light. So I want to show that one to close today. So for sure.
Hey,
Hey,
Gene, he
Gene,
was
he was
58
58
years
years
old.
old. Yeah.
You lost
You lost
your
your
all your there's an
There's an
echoing.
echoing.
Your audio went down there.
Yeah, I forgot
Your
to
mic.
turn it up, but thanks. Yeah, it's gotta switch back. Okay, okay. Terry Himes says, "So sorry to hear about Bobby. I did not know him, but remember seeing him. That's always sad to lose someone." Yes, definitely, Terry. Jennifer and Michelle, beautiful tribute for such an amazing man. Proud to call him my cousin. My boys are both musicians, and they're blessed. Um, have the talent for music. That's nice. It's awesome. And sorry for your loss. Turn up your mic, hack. You guys not hearing okay?
You're good now.
Okay. Yeah, definitely too young headstock here. You know, one thing that always, with Bobby is he was a real perfectionist, and whenever he was coming up with parts and drums, and then he would give me like all these instructions. This is how you need to send me the file. It's got to be like this, so I can do this and whatever. And he bought all these. Actually, I think set up by Marshall had something to do with the mics he was buying. A mic over the snare, a mic under the snare. He was telling me about changing the phase on this and all this kind of stuff. And I sent him. Uh, I think he did 3 songs for me, and it's like as soon as he put his drums on it, it's like they just went from 0 to 100. He just had a way to play, and I mean, you could tell he was a musician, right? Like, you know what I mean? There's guys who just lay down a beat, and then there's guys who play to the song, and he always knew where to lay the accents and just make anything you send to him just absolutely sparkle. So yeah, amazing player. Yeah, Jennifer, he was loved big time. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody loved him.
Yeah,
He was that kind of a guy where, man, how could you not love the guy? He had a wonderful personality.
yeah. Oh, John Z351 just joined us. Thank you, John. Yeah, Lori's Mishmash is here. Welcome. Yeah, Bobby was the best. Yes, for sure. Set up by Marshall. He had just gotten it all done when he became ill. Texas Jack Don, Mark Tanner both had a huge part in advising him on my. Yeah, yeah, it was the 3 of you guys. He used to talk about you guys all the time. And he was always saying like he loved working with you guys, and he loved the camaraderie, and everybody trying to up each other's game. He was all for that. Mark Tanner says we have quite a lot of yet unreleased tracks with Bobby. They will be released very soon. Yeah, if anybody has any stuff, like we were in the middle of, actually, we got the opportunity to jam, Bobby and I, and funny enough, his neighbor was a bass player who happened to be my cousin, distant cousin, but that's kind of like, in again, going back to the community, we're all I'm sure I'm related to Bobby somehow. Anyway, but we were just, there's actually a video if you want to see the jam. I think it's called Jamming at Bobby's or something. I put it up months ago, and it's just us in Bobby's studio playing away. And we came up with a riff. I don't know if it's on that video, and we were gonna work that out, and we did it. And I did all the guitars for it, and I had to change the arrangement a little bit for Bobby. Bobby was gonna sing it. He was gonna write some lyrics and sing that song. So I don't know if that'll ever see the light of day. We called it the Zep tune because um, he just played this. Actually sent me a bunch of drums and like all these different grooves, and he said, can you throw something on this? And I heard this one groove, and both of us are massive Zeppelin fans, and as soon as I heard that beat, it's like, oh, this is a Zeppelin riff, and there it was. Like it's just the drums dictated what you played, and I don't know if that'll ever see the light of day. But if you have stuff with Bobby, for sure, just put it out there, man. More, the more tributes to Bobby, the better, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know Mitch, he sent you something, didn't he, to help you out with a track?
Yeah. Well, what I was saying earlier, I was doing just the D minor thing, and I couldn't come up with. I'm trying to play with it, but I was out of time. And that's another thing. Talking about if time signatures, he can explain it really good to you. And he made me a track, and it was easy to follow, and yeah, it was really good. It was a joy to work with, and he's going to be missed. I wanted to do some more stuff.
What other tracks did you have on the back burner with him, Larry?
I just had that other one that we recorded, Brothers. And basically, that was the one, like you're talking about timing. I sit in that track and I stripped all the drums out of it because I did it with the Easy Drummer too, and sit in that. And I remember sending it to him and telling my wife that, man, he's not going to be able to play to this, And I remember him emailing me back and saying, I can't play to that. That bass was like all over the place. It wasn't following nothing. And I said, I know, but if you listen to it, and he said, well, send me the drums and I'll listen to it. So I said, I'll send you a track with the drums really low. And he just hit it. And then we both agreed. He kind of laughed too, that like, that bass didn't have to be where it wasn't following my kick or nothing. It was, and I said, well, it was adding the dynamics, but I remember like it just threw him for a loop that first time that I sent it to him, and I knew it would because it was a messed up bass line over it. But yeah, that one's on my channel too. But that was kind of funny. But it worked out in the end, and we both like just laughed. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Rock has joined us. Yeah, it is a big loss yesterday, Mr. Rock. Definitely a big loss. There was one day that he called me twice in a day because he just wanted to shoot the shit. He was just tired of being in the hospital, and his voice was very, very low. He had just was having lung issues, and I mean I don't want to get into all that, but it's kind of. But he wanted to have a conversation, and what do we talk about? We talked about the ride symbol that he wanted to buy off of this guy because it's an amazing ride symbol. Like it's just it's always about improving the kit, getting mics and all that stuff. I mean, it was just it was nonstop. Yeah.
Well, man, before he even went in the hospital, he's building that case for his
Tascam.
Yeah, that
He just got that new Tascam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting all revved up too. He's gonna go full bore studio musician.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, I have another track here I'm gonna play. This was, I believe, the first. So this was like I had a track and I asked Bobby if he'd play on it, and this is the first thing that he did with me, and and it just like I said, man, listen to these drums. Like all my stuff has got a lot of different sections and things, but man, this drum track just absolutely crushes on this. This is a tune from a while back. This is called Happy Song. So check this out. Let me just put echo. There we go.
the lyrics ain't that strong. Puppies and sunshine and all that shit makes you happy or doesn't it? I tried to write a happy song. I was told to write a happy song. Here it goes, but I go wrong. I was told to write a happy song. Here it is, just cotton candy, summer day. TikTok and YouTube is all the craze. I was told to write a happy song. Here it goes, but I go wrong. I was told to write a happy song. Here it is, just move along. Here it goes, but I go wrong. I was told to write a happy song. Here it is, just move along. Now, tell me why.
All right, let me turn that go back on. There you go, man.
Great song.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah, another great song with some fine Bobby drumming.
Dude, that without those drums, that song would be. Well, I mean, it's not great to begin with, but but it's oh man, he just crushed it. He just crushed it. Marty Martin, welcome. You didn't know him from me saying about him. May rest in peace. Thank you, Marty. Conspiracy Media is here. Welcome. Again, if anybody's got any stories they want to share, just feel free to put them in the chat. And yeah, I'm just going down here. Writing lyrics and singing for Bobby is something I will cherish forever. Wasting time. Yes. I forgot about wasting time. There's another one. Yeah. It was very fun and brought many of us together. Yeah. It's the first one we did together, Mark. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, the memories are priceless. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, so it was a huge loss. If anyone is in the GTA in the Greater Toronto area, I just messaged his wife Rose, and she just let me know the arrangements, which are at the visitation is Monday. And let me just look this up real quick here. The visitation is Monday at Vesio Funeral Home, which is on Dufferin and Rogers. The viewing is Monday from 2 to 6, and then 6 to 9, and the funeral is on Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. So if you're in the GTA and you would like to pay your respects, that's where it will be. So I will be there on Monday for sure. All right. So I don't see any condolences. George Badar, thank you very much, and thank you for coming in. Francis DeMarzio says, I'm honored to participate in a couple of collabs with Bobby. He was such an awesome person. Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. I have one more thing lined up, and this was a song that Bobby wrote for his wife, which set up by Marshall and Mark Tanner and those gentlemen. They had a hand in helping him with. But before I do that, and I want to close on that because I think that's just the perfect song because that's all Bobby. His words, his music, his everything. So before I close on that, is there any last comments you'd like to make, Mitch?
He's gonna be missed. What more can you say? I mean, just a fun guy to be with. And all the laughs. We had some crazy laughs,
Yeah,
but he was always there to help you. Always there to help.
yeah, always there to help you. Yeah, and he knew his recording, man. It wasn't just drumming; it was drumming, bass playing, guitar playing, recording. The
I
guy,
mean, I got honored because he asked me to help him with some video editing sometimes, and I was, me, you want me to help you? you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What about yourself, Larry?
Yeah, just he's missed, and it went too fast, man. We were just starting. It seemed like all of us collabing with him, and I know this song you're gonna play. He was really proud how he sang it. He didn't know if he could sing, and then I think he was surprised. It's a good song.
It's a fantastic song. Yeah,
Yeah,
he could
yeah.
really get some good stuff. What about
Okay.
yourself, Dale?
I think it was just an honor to get to know him on a more personal level, um, with some conversations we had, and and I was always impressed with how willing he was, always willing to help anybody with any kind of musical project or anything really. He had a heart of gold, and I'm honored to have spent time with him.
Yeah,
And know him.
yeah. It's it just sucks because I run into this guy that we had so much in common, and we were just starting, and we had plans, and that's what really sucks. Sorry.
It's
Okay.
all right, Hack. This is hard. It is.
Well, let me say something real fast. With all the bad stuff going on in the world, I mean, the economy, blah blah blah, and there can be bad stuff on the internet, but there's good stuff. Because of this, it brought us all together. I mean, I met Hack 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, all these, Dale, Larry. I mean, these great people in this community, and you just got to think there's far more good than bad, and this brought us all together. We were able to meet Bobby, and I'm so happy. Great.
Well, it looks like we're all falling apart here. So, um,
Very grateful.
rest in peace, Bobby. We love you.
Absolutely. Definitely be missed.
This song, because I think this really says it all right here.
I thank you all for guiding me when my eyes could not see. But I'll stand strong, tall and proud when I walk by your side. And when my eyes are dim, you're outside. Darkness, you are light. My life has changed in so many ways, but thanks to you I've survived. No more worries and no more fears, knowing that you are here. And when my eyes are dim, you're my side. In the darkness, you are light. I will never forget your kindness and help. Send my love to you all. Extend my kindness, extend my hand. If whenever I can. And when my eyes are dim, you're my side. Darkness, you are light. And when my eyes are blind, you're my side. And in the darkness, you are light.
All right. I want to thank these gentlemen for joining me tonight. I want to thank everybody. Whoops. I probably get the echo on, right? Yeah. I want to thank these gentlemen for joining me. I want to thank everybody for watching. Um, God bless Bobby. Rest in peace. Uh, we love you, buddy. Take care. Good night, everybody.